start recording. Yes.
Hmm.
It's quite fun because OBS Studios works
Hmm.
so amazingly well. Like, it's unbelievable how powerful that this software is. And a lot of us grown-ups don't really know these tips and tricks. And that is something that I
What
want,
kind of tricks? What kind of tricks?
like the way how you can record a conversation very easily,
Uh-huh.
with then obviously like permission, because that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And then like the whole video editing and then making that available and then making that published to the outside world, because that will
Hmm.
increase the level of you like marketing, like putting yourself out there.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's a skill that most people don't know just yet.
Yeah.
And I love the skill.
Great. Great. Yeah.
So, how about you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm excited.
Yeah?
Tons of new stuff, tons of new things happening in my life.
Yeah,
So
good.
yeah.
In which niche are you active again?
My niche is entrepreneur. Yeah.
Like the response only was like answer enough. Yeah, which niche am I in?
I know my niche, but I still have struggles, niching down
Niching
all my
down, yeah.
effort, niching down my
And what is
efforts.
currently the thing that you're focused upon?
Entrepreneurs, business owners. Recently, I'm thinking in open my services also to like CEOs, executives,
And
people
yeah,
with
yeah, that's
ambition,
the thing, right?
mainly. Yeah.
Yeah, and even those people are very difficult to coach. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
real, like it's way more difficult than we think it is.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, and
why would you say that? They are more stubborn or more what more
no, not
or
more. The people with less wealth are more stubborn compared to those who have much wealth.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But they are also stubborn,
mm-hmm.
and like creating an insight for someone is not as easy as many in the coaching community
Oh,
make it to
yeah.
be.
Compared to coaches, you mean? Yeah, it's yeah.
And
Yeah, I
like
can see that. Yeah.
yeah, and the coaches, even the trainers that we had, weren't really that good.
Mm.
So it's good for you to realize that.
Yeah.
And that gives a new perspective upon, okay, but then am I just still a beginner?
Hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
totally fine if you are.
Yeah.
But sometimes we have the vague idea of like needing, now we're only talking about business, instead of
Mm-hmm.
actually like reflecting upon the core service that we're doing. And that
Mm-hmm.
is just coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And it has so many more layers compared to what we think it does, that we've been kind of addicted to like niching down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very important realization, because almost no one in the Mindvalley community is making money.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yes. And it's
I've
good
been
to,
trying to talk about that. I've been trying to
yes,
talk about that with so many people, but no one seems to care, really. No one seems to really be willing to have that difficult conversation, Yeah,
yes,
it's a difficult conversation because we were required to accept difficult conclusions. We're
yes,
making things the wrong way.
yes.
At
And
least
even
I
I,
think that
like,
way. Yeah.
I'm not really good at making money. well, actually
Mm,
making money from solopreneurship.
mm, mm,
No idea. Like in the last year, I made 7K. That's it.
mm,
Like it's not a lot.
mm,
And this is like more comparison to what most did in Mindvalley, I think,
mm.
based on their behaviors, what I'm seeing.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's good for us to realize that.
yeah, yeah.
And it's
But
good
but
for
no,
us to ask
knowing,
help from outside to actually help us.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, at least we right now are willing to have that kind of conversation because I've been trying to really have this kind of discuss this kind of topic and like, hey, we are doing things or approaching the coaching business in a totally wrong way because that
Yes.
otherwise we would be making money, right?
Yes. And
It's like a
partially, and like this
Mhm.
is not a negative, and partially it is because this is based on the American way of thinking. Like the
Would you
Europe,
say so? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
like the European way of thinking is way different.
yeah.
And that's quite often also the friction that I'm having with like most of you guys, I feel like. That I have a
Mm-hmm.
different perspective because it's so European.
Mm-hmm.
And like the whole Mindvalley build system is around the American way. So like we copy that matter and like me as well. Like I thought this was the way to go. But when I
Okay,
started
but
noticing differences, I'm like, whoa,
would you say the American way in terms of the methodology, in terms of the sales method, in terms
everything.
of the everything?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
And
Mm.
this is like not deliberate or not, but this is just like a culture that they don't see a way out of.
Mm-hmm.
And as similar as that I didn't see a way out of this similar culture.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very important difference to like let everyone be themselves. And if you
Mm.
realize such an in-depth difference, then it's partially your responsibility to like share that out loud and to communicate the storyline the best that you can.
Mm-hmm.
And the better and better that you become upon that one, the more and more influence that you've got, like a positive influence to actually get people
Mm.
into the next level of wealth. Because there's
You
no
know,
limit on wealth.
I'm actually doubting that the way that we've been taught in Mind Valley is the effective way that you can even apply in US, because you have also uh, people like, for example, for like Emily and the guys who live in actually in America, and you're not seeing them like making the kind of money that we've been promised. You
Hmm.
know,
Yep,
it's
the $1 million
it's
dream. Well, let's make a
mm, mm.
5K a month. That's totally fine as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's decent money, but
yeah, including some comments that Vision made in Mindvalley 23, as in, oh, we barely have any budget for like decorations. Like, dude,
what? Really?
yes.
Oh crap.
And and it's totally understood. Is understood. Partially, I feel like it's. No, I'm not going to say that on camera.
Okay,
No,
it's
because
okay.
this might be actually publicized. Um, yeah, but the
Well,
thing is, we need to like talk about what we feel like that's an issue. Because of it, it is also admitting that we ourselves were not the victim, but also the perpetrator and everything at the same time.
Mm.
Because while we are consuming, we are also recreating. So we're both of it, and the perpetrator and the victim.
Well,
If you can speak from a place of guilt, it's not really
yeah,
that much.
yeah. What I have done so far is to hire different mentors and different, and see outside the Mindvalley box, so to
Yes,
speak.
I'm doing that now
Because
as well.
yeah,
Finally.
yeah, and yeah,
Like the
and
best advice to Mindvalley people, like hire outside of Mindvalley people.
yeah, totally. Wow.
I think that I'm going to make um, a Twitter post on that one. Like fuck it.
Yeah, yeah. Well. Anyway,
Best advice to Mind
what
Valley
what I've discovered so far also
people.
is that we need to make a huge effort in terms of marketing, at least myself,
Yep.
because we don't have a clue about marketing. And
Yes.
that's a huge part of the coaching business, you know.
Yes.
And well, that makes it even more harder for us because we want to focus on coaching only, but you need to have a decent budget for marketing if you want to make it as a
Well,
coach.
no, that's the American way of thinking.
Well, here I'm sharing from my perspective, limited
Tr-
perspective,
True.
my experience here in Latin America. I would, for example, I just jump off a call, with this guy that is selling me another mentor. This will be like the third that I do, and in the last year and a half,
So
because I realized like, hey, I know nothing about marketing, or at least I do not know the things that I need to know to
yeah,
be
and that's good.
selling.
Yeah,
And he was like, hey, you need to start at least with $1,000 budget for ads, you know?
that's a BS thing.
Well,
Well,
that's
no,
that's
like
what.
Fabian, like seriously, like what you can do,
Mm.
like you have your social media, you have your email addresses, you have all of the things. If you don't have money but you do have time, well, that's the everything is the calculation on these two. If you don't have money,
Yeah,
then you have time. If you
yeah,
don't have any
uh,
time, that you have a lot of money.
yeah. The thing is that when you're doing it organically, so you're exchanging time for money or money for time, it, the process for conversion to actually build an audience and convert someone of that audience to an actual client would require a longer period of time.
Yes, because you base your premise on an American model. An American
Oh,
model is that you need a lot of followers before someone actually buys. They think about conversion rates. But what you
okay.
partially should be doing is have a conversation with someone and saying, hey, this is what I'm good at. And partially you're not doing that because you don't really know your niche. Because I
Mhm.
kind of started at the beginning of the conversation. What's your niche? Well, CEOs and people with money and people with goals. And that's not really a niche. That's people that you want to serve, but that's not a niche. So because of
Mhm.
that, you don't really have a problem to solve and an offer to give them. And that's the first solution that you need to address before actually going into marketing.
Mhm.
So you're skipping a step. And
Mhm.
if you do that, then all of the marketing that you can do locally, like if you can write a pen and a paper, marketing is free. Because you create 20 of those notes, you go to all of the stores in your local city and say, this is what I'm good at, call me. That's marketing, the act of becoming known. We're
Mhm.
overcomplicating everything. even I still am overcomplicating everything. And that's partially because of that American, like, client funnel, and then intrusion, and then sending mails, and then doing this, and BS. You can build $100 million company without all of that stuff. If your offer is so good that people resist, or like they resist to say no, like they want to say yes. That is possible.
Mm-hmm.
That is business. And that's
Mm-hmm.
something that Mindvalley is not addressing. I'm very happy that
Yeah.
this has been recorded, because that's a great, great insight.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm going to companies here locally, to businesses, to ask them for sponsorship for
Mm-hmm.
between 1 and 5K per piece, and like have them be part of my like reference and promotion and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like even the wealthy people are so stubborn. Like everything comes back to the Rousseau and Hobbes argument. Almost
Mm.
everything.
Yeah.
Great conversation. Thank you very much. It was the best level of coaching that I ever had.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
wait. Yeah. He doesn't need to be on camera.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see indeed. It was quite funny. I was walking here in the on the bridge, like dividing two parts of the city, basically.
Mm.
Um, and I was looking at a certain location, like an apartment building itself, and I was like, "That's the apartment that I want to live in, like the top layer, and then just like looking over the whole city there."
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side of the river, because the bridge was like going over the river, there was an office space with some beautiful glasses there on the side, like half a circle, like looking over the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's my apartment, and that will be my office space. Like, vision. And I already had some, not meetings, but like visits to the car dealership. And I was looking at my cars, and I'm like, either this one, oh, freaking amazing Mercedes. Where is it? Photos. Oh, maybe it's on the other one. No. Do I have that on? No.
Nice.
Such a freaking beautiful car. Like, look at that.
Hmm. Nice. Nice car.
Something to enjoy about, right? Like it's good to have that desire.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like sometimes we are kind of missing the desire upon having something.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Like it's okay to have the desire.
Hmm.
And let me see if I can have the other one, because do have another picture for you. One of the first ones that I've taken with my iPhone. Um, oh, it's been. Oh yeah, my office space that I had there was really amazing.
Do you like electric cars?
I did driven one recently, and I really liked it. Yeah. Don't you like them?
Yeah, I'm asking because uh, I've been told that if you are, for example, trying to go up a hill or mountain,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of cars like lost um, potency,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. The traction, the grip.
the traction, yeah. Because I recently fell in love with this electric car, this BYD, Build Your Dreams.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yes.
that ah, I so wanted to buy that car.
And like the reason
Yeah,
why you didn't is because you are fearful of it having enough traction uphill.
yeah. We were with I was with my wife. We were looking for a new car,
Yeah.
And we ended buying this Suzuki, Suzuki.
Mm-hmm.
And no, the reason was only because of that, because we made some phone calls, to some friends that knew the brand
Mm-hmm.
BYD, and they told us that, like, hey, be very cautious because if you are climbing a hill or you are in the road in a highway and you want to advance, another car,
Yeah. Accelerate. Yeah.
it would be very like it's the probabilities that your electric car will not be able to pass the other one or will be with not enough force for climb the mountain
All right.
are high, you
All right.
know?
Yeah.
So I was like, really? Is that for real? Because the salesperson from BYD was like, this is not gonna happen. Like this
Yeah,
car
but like you
is
can test
perfect.
drive it as well, right?
No,
You
there
can't
were,
test drive a car.
yeah, that's actually the part that made me doubt because he was like, we have not enough cars because we
Ah,
are
that's bullshit.
we
Then don't buy from him. Like, all
wow.
right,
He
another
he
thing.
he he was like, we are selling so much cars right now. What's that? Wow.
And
What's
then
that?
the top layer itself. So that is the
The
building that I
building.
just talked about. And then
Yeah.
here in the circle in the water itself, it's like our boats.
Nice.
So the ideal is there to have my space there, to have myself a car like garage with
Like in the
my
rooftop.
no, not in the rooftop, just like a normal garage. Garage, have my car, have my motorcycle, have my boat there outside, and my office on walking distance, and then everything is like available in my walking circle, and I have options to travel, and even the train is in 1 kilometer away. Like the Netherlands, this place is really ideal for everything. It will cost me
Mm,
10, 20k a month, but let's craft that 10, 20k a month.
okay.
And then we actually have a goal. Because it's not about millions, but it's about the idea, the value that that money will give us.
Yeah.
And that makes it fun.
That's in your city, right? That's in the city where you currently live. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, this is in my home city. So
Hmm.
everyone is close. It is in line with my visions, with my goals, and this will happen.
Nice. Nice. That's
Yeah,
a nice goal.
yes.
That's a nice goal.
And then I can really lift up the city, like create wealth for the city, with the city. If I can master these skills, because these skills are not just us as an individual, but it is
Mm-hmm.
us as community. If you are that
Mm-hmm.
one that everyone can grow with, and
You're
that's the game that
working.
we're playing. Hmm?
You're working locally, right? You're promoting yourself locally, right?
Currently, I am having conversations with people to work with them for a year, and that would be relatively locally, so half an hour here away. So not ideal, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that company wants to grow from 100 million a year to 250 a year within
Mm-hmm.
like one time span. So me being there for a full month wants to reach that. Um,
Well.
and that's something that I could actually do because he described the pain points that he felt that the company was having. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm in line with that. That's productivity stuff. That's mindful productivity stuff.
Well, I wish you the best, man. I hope
Yes.
that you get that job.
And like if you, oh yeah, I will get that job. That's um, the like if you know any engineers, like real engineers that can really program, software engineers, then
Software. Mm-hmm.
yeah, software engineers specifically in Notion. If they are skilled with Notion, then
Mm-hmm.
please let me know. Um, yeah,
Okay.
that would be really great.
Okay. Great.
What a life it is.
Sure. And what are the pain points that you are?
Don't focus on pain points.
No,
Focus on growth.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm asking you. You mentioned the pain points from your potential client, the ones that you resonated with.
Yeah, but like she's not a client. She's going to help me to get clients, most probably.
Okay.
Because if I do it correctly, then if I have that budget from that other company, then I can hire my personal assistants as well, and
Mm-hmm.
that will then I don't need clients. Then I have an income. Then I have people that work for me, and the better that I can perform, the more people that I can hire because I'm creating more revenue. That's the whole business model.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my plan.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so much fun because now another lead. Um, she is also a lady, but this was the different one that we just talked about. Um, her and I had a meeting today at 1 o'clock, and she bloody hell missed it. Like I really get annoyed when people miss appointments.
Mm.
And I'm going to have a conversation with her, as in never again. Like people barely can manage their calendars. Like holy fucking smoly, seriously, almost no one can.
Mm.
And that is so freaking annoying. And that creates that people stay busy all of the time.
Mm.
As most people see me as an high functioning human being. I don't really think so, but
Okay.
um, and I do feel like that I speak in rest without any speed or busyness or like I just like go out and have a drink and like be social, like relax. Like I do all of those things as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if like, does it make sense what I'm saying, or is it like it's totally out there?
It's unusual, let's say. It's unusual, but I can get your point.
All right.
I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And why would you say that most people can handle well their calendars?
Based on the behavior that I'm seeing from them, like missing
Hmm.
appointments, how they deal with certain things, sending notifications, sending reminders.
Yeah,
Um,
what would be the reason, the main reason why people
oh, the reason
have that
why
tendency? Yeah, the tendency. I mean, why would you say that most of us are
I
messy
think
with?
I think it's just like incompetence. And I don't mean that as a bad thing, but I mean that this is just a skill that almost no one has ever like learned to master.
Hmm.
There is an idea in the past that if you're not performing as well in school or somewhere something, then you need to work harder and faster.
Hmm.
And with that idea, the idea of or the addiction of rush kind of came in.
Hmm.
And with the addiction of rush, like almost everyone is still rushing. Sometimes well, that's how they like burn out, obviously.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes
Mm.
they have the tendency to kind of escape, and then they back into the rat race, and then kind of escape, and then back into the rat race.
Hmm.
And escaping that is important, and that's what I offer.
Yeah, that's what you offer.
Yes,
Hmm.
like this is really mindful productivity in a very deep sense of the word.
Hmm.
And that's so much fun. And that's what I need
But
to
would you
niche people
say,
to. Yeah,
yeah, but would you say that that is a skill or more like a mindset?
both.
Both.
Yes. It is, you need skills to develop the mindset and to trust that you can handle certain things.
Hmm.
Like, not everything is only a mindset. Sometimes
Hmm.
things are actually skills. If
Yeah.
you are better with pronouncing words, then the better that your message actually becomes. The
Hmm.
better that you can like manage a full room of individuals, the better
Hmm.
that you can communicate your message out there. So you need
Hmm.
skills as well. And it's that
Hmm.
combination with you having the confidence that you can, like, almost the humility that you can raise to the next state, like being
Hmm.
willing to learn, being confident that you can learn another thing, and having the drive for like sending your message out there. Like that combination makes like a really like deadly combination in the positive sense. Like you can like go move.
Hmm.
And this really reminds me of the journey of Andrew Tate. I've got no idea if you know this guy, but
Andrew Tate? Yeah, sure.
as in yes, sure, as in yeah, you know him.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I follow him actually.
Ah, nice. Yeah. It has
I joined.
some very powerful things.
Yeah, I actually joined the program, the monthly program that he has. This
Oh, the real world.
the real world. Yeah.
Yes, very good. I've been in there a
Mm-hmm.
couple of months as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of was my first introduction into communities.
Yeah, he's from my perspective, he is a genius. He's very
Yes,
good. He's a
very
genius.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I admire him actually.
I admire his brother even more. Um, Tristan,
Yeah,
Tristan Tate,
his
right?
brother. Tristan, yeah.
Yeah,
Tristan Tate, yeah.
yeah. Like I
Mm.
really love his perspective, especially if they would like walk with each other and like Andrew Tate starts talking about the Matrix, and then
Yeah,
Tristan's like, yeah, Andrew with the Matrix. Like he just sort of like waves it off as in it's okay.
yeah.
It's so
They, they,
amazing.
they, they make perfect synergy.
Yes, like together
Those,
they were so
those,
powerful and so
those
impactful.
two, wow, wow. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes,
Those two, they are really, really amazing. And that makes me also wonder about the importance of partnership, having the right team, having the right partner. It's so important. So
yes.
important.
I think one of the best things that Mindvalley has given me is that class from Juanpa, like the man circle, like
Mm.
him pressing the drum or something like that, what he was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of the
Mm-hmm.
guys walking around him, like shirts off, like having that tribalism, having that power, like
Mm.
not being afraid of your success anymore, not even wanting to dominate you.
Mm.
We're just like two individuals, and let me help you strive, take care of your family, create wealth, and it's like good to feel a conversation.
Mm. Yeah.
Like that's the real best thing that's happened to me in Mindvalley 2023.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a powerful one. Well, to be honest, for me, coaching itself, the EverCoach program hasn't been so great, honestly. I feel that I have learned more from the quests, inside the Mindvalley platform. Those has those those are more impactful, at least for me,
Yeah.
for my journey.
Yes.
But well, anyway, we have to think outside the Mindvalley box.
Yes. Well, like feel free
For
to like join my Discord channel. Like feel free. It's on my
you
website.
what?
My
You
Discord
what?
channel.
You have a Discord channel.
Hmm.
Oh,
Like
great.
like Google my name and then like go to my website and then you can find it.
Okay.
Um, as I do feel like that I'm doing something similar as that Vision was doing like 10 years ago, but I've like made
Okay.
little improvements upon like the next step, and one of them
Mm-hmm.
is like this little conversation that we just had, but
Mm-hmm.
integrating the masculine energy as well, like finding that balance between yin and yang, feminine and the masculine.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you shared with me this playlist that you have
Yes,
on
from YouTube.
Spotify. Great. On
Uh,
Spotify.
on Spotify,
Yeah, it's about relaxation music or
what
something
was
like
that
that.
from Fia?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay, I didn't know
I
that I
loved
sent
it.
you that one.
I loved it. Great
Oh, really
music.
amazing.
Yeah.
Very happy to hear. Yeah, Fia is amazing. Really love
Mm.
that. In the subconscious, it programs a lot.
Yeah, great music. Great lyrics. Great
Yes,
lyrics.
yeah, and the voice and the
Mm.
feminine and it's like really powerful.
Mm.
Thank you so much.